Pull up. Hey, this is the pull up show. We still got the key in the dough.
Welcome back, everybody, to another Tony and Tony, on All Things Podcast.
This is the pull up edition. Pull up.
Pull up on me. Pull up.
Pull up.
Pull up.
Hey, I want to welcome you guys and thanks for being in there with us for our pull up edition. Today we got a great show. What we're going to be going over today is the Giants versus the Saints. The Saints end up pulling this one out 26-14. And I guess my opening segue question is Jackson Dart showing rookie growing pains, or are the Giants shooting themselves in the foot?
Oh boy, oh boy. So, as I said last week, Jackson Dart threw 40 passes this week. 26 of 40. Got to see his arm a lot more. He still ran for quite a bit. Ran seven times, 55 yards. So, Jackson Dart, I mean, all his interceptions came in the fourth quarter, which of course, it is bad. I understand that. But seeing him do what he did from last week to this week, and with the type of team that he's playing with, I just really got to see a different game from Jackson Dart. I really got to see kind of what he was like when his teammates obviously weren't doing good. You could kind of see him being like, man, like come on, y'all, like y'all not like y'all making me look bad. That's how I kind of felt watching it. It was just kind of like he kind of got like that little star attitude where it's like, it's not my fault. You just need to play better. Like Darius Slayton dropping a long bomb down the field, Jalen Hyatt dropping one, Cam Scatterboo fumbling. But then again, you see Jackson Dart's playmaker ability go against him, where he fumbles without anyone touching him because he's trying to make and create plays. You also see again where you see the Giants' defense stopping, but at the end of the day, I believe there was 5 turnovers.
Yeah, there's 5 turnovers.
So when you get that and the Saints can get the ball really on your own 30, your own 40 for the Giants, 3 points is bound to happen. You're practically giving them points every single turnover.
Yeah, I like what you're saying with that. I don't know. I think it's a little bit of both. I think Jackson Dart, it's the rookie growing pains. When I was watching the game, I saw several times there were people who are open. He just decided not to throw it. Then he starts scrambling around. On that long bomb that you're talking about, I mean, if he would have got the ball out earlier, I mean, that guy was wide open. You know, the safety drifted back and was able to deflect the pass on that one. And then there was another play where wide receiver was running across the middle, and Jackson Dart was probably 5 feet away, or actually, because the guy has already done passed him and everything. Jackson Dart could have took off and ran, but he threw it. But that guy was already open. About when he got the middle of the field, he was open, but he waited almost till he got a little bit on that left hash mark, and then that's when he threw it. So I just thought there was times where Jackson Dart could have made some plays, but he decided to hold the ball. But then, like you said, I don't know, I thought they also shot themselves in the foot with the turnovers. The one that Jackson Dart did, then you had the receiver, then the running back. I mean, that was like a fumble return for a touchdown, wasn't it?
It was.
I mean, so you look at the turnovers, and I think this was a winnable game, but so I say it's a little bit of both, far as that opening question. But, I think that leading into that, I want to talk a little bit about, were the Giants ever really in this game, in your opinion?
Giants were running the game. Giants literally gave scores to the Saints and scored for the Giants. They literally were the main scorers for both sides. I mean, realistically, 26-14. It's 19-14. You fumble, you give them 7. Basically, you go back down and you look at it and you go, okay, how many times did they really give that team field goals or points on the board? When you fumble and you get right back into your own, like your back is against your own touchdown as soon as you start. How can you blame the defense for any points going on the board? I mean, really, we're realistically looking at, let's say, like 12 to 15 points being contributed just to turnovers. I mean, I can't just keep just saying the offense did whatever. It's Brian Dable's fault, or you know, we just don't got plays. The offensive coordinator's not doing the right plays. It had nothing to do with that. It comes down to one, you have a rookie quarterback who in the fourth quarter you wish for more clutch, but you don't got, I wouldn't say competent wide receiver play, but you don't got the type of wide receiver play that you're hoping and needing for. Jalen Hyatt, I mean, every time you give this man a chance, it's just like you can't keep patting him on the back like, "Hey, man, you'll get the next one." It's like
Right.
this is the next one every single time. Darius Slayton, yeah, there is that one where he had that. He should have thrown it to him earlier, but there
Right.
was another one where it was right in the breadbasket. It was right in his hands down the field on a post, and he dropped the ball while trying to brace himself with the hand he had the ball in. And he fumbles. He breaks a tackle, spins out and fumbles, and they're right back in the game again. So honestly, the Giants were always in this game. They just also just kept putting the game back in the Saints' hands.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, so I know, like, you're down a receiver, you're down neighbors and everything, and it looked like you guys decided to go with Theo Johnson to be sort of like your number one, with your tight end. He caught 2 passes, and it looks like this is the guy that Jackson Dart is going to be looking for.
Yeah.
So is that pretty much the game plan now? Is just they're running 2 tight ends now?
Yeah, the 12 personnel is what we're going with right now. It's what Jackson Dart has been thriving in. It just seems to give us a lot of different plays that Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterwood, Theo Johnson can really work out of. But then the issue comes down into, well, if you know that, you just stack the box. And then if you stack the box, they go on a shotgun. They try to do anything else. Now you're trying to trust Jackson Dart to make the best read on the field where you don't have any dominant wide receivers out there. It's the same problem we had when we had Daniel Jones. We were always looking for another wide receiver so we get Malik Neighbors. We get Jalen Hyatt, we get Wan'Dale Robinson. All top number 1 SEC wide receivers of their time, of their class. And just like nothing's panning out. And it's like with Malik Neighbors, you can't get mad at him for getting hurt. When it just goes back to show, it just reminds you where all the offense was on Saquon's back. Now all the offense is on Malik Neighbors' back, and now that he's not there, you got like a 3-4 running back diversity or 3 to 4 running back type of play you can give the ball to, and nothing is contributing to us getting down the field. It's always Jackson Dart making scramble plays or running around the pocket or trying to find somebody on a broken play. It's just Theo Johnson just becomes now, okay, we'll just double team him.
Yeah. And like I said, I mean, I think Jackson Dart, just indecisive in the pocket, missed windows. I think he had some good spots there. But I think it also goes to show just the sloppiness also in that red zone.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, like I said, with that fumble, but it's just like those are just killers of a drive in the red zone. And I know the media has been talking about just a turnover meltdown just with the Giants. But let me ask you this. Do you think that with all of this that's going on, can this team actually clean up and actually make a run for that NFC East. Because, you had Philadelphia losing, and then you got Philadelphia coming up this Thursday.
The only
So there
way
is
that we. Hey, go ahead.
no. I'm just going to say, so there is a possibility in order to make some ground here, within that division.
Yeah, I mean, the only way that we really get ground is, of course, we got to win Thursday. But at the end of the day, now you're really hoping that the Eagles start losing more and more, and that you really expose Jalen Hurts for his arm. And I think I saw somewhere it just like this is the type of game you get where the talent around Jalen Hurts doesn't come out and carries him. So you're really just hoping that we can go back, beat the Eagles, get 1-0 on them. Break the tiebreaker with Dallas. Get a 1-1, get a 1-1 with Washington, and really that's the best we can really hope for and do. Just hope that when the Commanders play Dallas or they play the Eagles, they lose, and we can beat Dallas one time, or Dallas starts losing games and that tie really hurts them at the end of the day. But right now, we played an 0-14. We were 1-3. Now we're 1-4. So unless the miracles start happening and we really just start playing the game that we, as you were seeing, we were seeing them march down the field. We were seeing them getting scoring position. We were seeing them move the ball. We were seeing Jackson Dart's arm. We were seeing Cam Scatterboo thrive. It just comes down to now, like you said, not just clean up the turnovers, but just keep your mental toughness.
Yeah. What do you think is the message that the coach is giving the players this week?
I'm sure that there's the message of what he said is already out there, but since I have not seen it or I've dug into it, I will say what I would believe and hope that Brian Dable says is don't let this game break your spirit. Let this game test your will. Because right now they were playing well.
Yeah.
They were moving the ball. They were fighting. I mean, Darius Slayton, he catches that one in the breadbasket down the field. It's looking like 21-3 or 21-6. You catch that other one where Jackson Dart could have thrown the ball where the dude was running downfield and the safety closed out late. We're looking at another 21-6 or 21-13. When you have another one where Cam Scatterboo's running down, he doesn't fumble, you're down at the 10, you maybe get like 17-19. It's like we just left points on the board. There was, if I'm really being realistic, there was probably like 21, 24 points left on the board that we could have had, all off of just mental errors.
Yeah. Like I said, I think, red zone efficiency. I mean, the Giants was 0-3 in the red zone. You had those 5 turnovers. You had a couple interceptions there by Jackson Dart. And I think those to the same player. Was that Kool-Aid McKinstry?
Yeah.
Yeah, he picked off Jackson Dart twice. So that was like a pivotal momentum swing right there. I don't know. I think overall, when I asked, were the Giants really ever in this game? Yes, they were in the game, but I think they went into self-inflicted wounds, so to speak.
Yeah.
Turnovers. And I know when Jackson Dart threw one of those interceptions, I saw him just really banging his head. So I'm hoping that, I saw players just rallying around him, saying, okay, that's okay. That's okay. Don't worry about it. But it's those little things that, I don't know, it can hurt the team, in that sort of sense of, especially with Jackson Dart doing that, because now he's going to start getting down on himself, looking at these errors, looking at people dropping passes, and it can just start to pile up. So hopefully going into this game on Thursday, I mean, it's a short week.
Yeah.
So hopefully going into this, they are prepared and they start looking at this as a way of, hey, we still got a shot. If we can win this game, a divisional game, knowing that they just lost. Maybe this can turn around a whole season.
Yeah, it's just hard, especially since the Eagles did lose, and now you got all this where they're like, okay, we need a win. Like we need to get
Right.
this win, go forward, show some dominance, and for the Giants, I'm sorry to say this is a must win.
Yeah.
The Saints, the Saints didn't feel like a must win, but as a fan base, it felt like by the fans, it felt like this is a must win game. For
Yeah.
the organization, it was like, okay, we just need to get by on this game. Like we need to win. Now we were in must win territory, and it's so early in the season. And like you said for Jackson Dart, when I look at that, and like I said, when people are making catches where he's like, "What?" And you could just tell because he's got the type of he's got a swagger to him that his energy is contagious.
Right.
Like you can feel it and you know it. It's like even off the screen, you can tell that his energy is contagious. If he's starting to like hold the ball and not make those throws because he doesn't want to get interceptions or he can't trust the guys on his team to throw
Yeah.
to, it I will say this now, it will hurt his development. It will hurt his ability to really play to the caliber that they saw him as. Now, we look at Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is, he's rocking out, but there's a run game, there's a line, there's Jonathan Taylor. There's a whole new system where it's like he has another, kind of setup, but the line's
Right.
better.
Right.
So it's like he's able to thrive to where it's like, oh, just make the 1-2 read.
Right.
So
Speaking of Daniel Jones, being a Giants fan, how are people looking at this? Are they like, maybe we should have kept him?
no, there's never that.
No?
There's
Never
there's
that.
never there's
I know
never
there's
like
some
we
people who
should.
still want him.
No.
I
There's
know
never
it
like
has to be.
no. We do not want to keep Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is not fit to play in New York.
Because he's lighting it up right now.
He's lining up. I mean, after the game where people are calling you Danny Pennies as you're walking through, it just like, I mean, just imagine that in New York, everything is bigger.
That's
Every
true.
decision you make is more impactful. I mean, in Indianapolis, like I said, dude could go to, a burger place. They'd be like, he looks familiar. Well, I don't know. I mean, he's there. It's less pressure. You're there just playing football. You're playing a game you love without all this like added weight on you to like, okay, if you don't win, our organization's coming down. It's like I'm here for a year. If they want to keep me longer, they keep me longer. Right now, I'm playing better than AR. So I mean,
Yeah.
as long as you have the run game with Jonathan Taylor and a good line, I mean, it'll open up all types of play actions, all type of you just rolling out, all type of things. For the Giants, it's like there's too many variables. It's like, okay, our left tackle's hurt and our right guard's hurt. Now we got a rookie playing, and now he can't play because he can't do the snap count, and then the second string's just as bad, or he's not even as bad as James Hudson, and James Hudson's got to play, but it just like that's just with the line. Now we got
Yeah.
wide receiver problems. It's just like, dude, it just doesn't stop.
But at least this week, there wasn't any talk about the O-line.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
mainly about the turnovers, really, but it wasn't about the O-line.
Yeah, I will say I have not seen a 5-second pocket by the Giants since maybe I was 9 years old. So I saw
'Cause
some
that's going all the way
really
back to Eli, isn't it?
yeah, and that was back where he was good. Basically,
You got 2 Super Bowls with him now.
that's what I'm saying. Back when he was good. So I will say the O line this week definitely gave Jackson Dart a bunch of time.
Yeah.
It just at the end of the day, when you look at the film and you look around, it's like No wide receivers are open. No one's separated. Jalen Hyatt's running downfield, and the dude's literally just like holding his hand. Darius Slayton he's like, oh yeah, I'm open. You give him the ball, he fumbles or he drops it. So it's just,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I wonder with how this game played out and with the drop passes, if, like we brung up before, if Theo Johnson is going to be that number one target now. Now you're going to start seeing a lot more passes to the tight ends. And maybe there'll be some shots down the field, to the wide receivers. But that could come into play of where Jackson Dart is now questioning, should I throw it to the wide receiver or do I just throw it through that big tight end? So that could be a difference in how the plays are going to be called coming up in this game.
Yeah, see a lot of 12 personnel. Just don't be surprised when you see double tight ends or you see less wide receiver play because we just don't got it. I mean, I trust Wandell, but Darius Slayton, Jalen Hyatt, not it.
And last thing I want to touch on before we wrap this up is what do you think about the Giants' secondary? How do you think they held up?
I want to not be biased against Deontay Banks because that fourth down, he gets broken off into the inside while standing right on top of the dude, flat-footed, and he just hits him with a shimmy. I mean, dude was even looking inside and then just hit him while looking inside. I don't play in the NFL, so I'm not sure how that works, of course, but the secondary, when you're always on the field and then you let one big 87-yard pass down the field when you're literally clamping them down. At some point, I'm just like, they played well. They did well. And when it came to red zone, they did really well just boxing Spencer Rattler, not giving him many options. But it's just like, of course, in like the clutchest points, the secondary folds. Mm-hmm. It's never like, okay, they get like 7 plays this, and then they shut them down. Cool. It's only like when it's like, okay, we need a clutch play right now. We need something clutch. And the Saints are like, we'll do that instead.
Yeah, what was the Saints? They did something towards the end of the game. They threw for a first down on fourth.
It was 4th and 5.
Yeah. Instead of trying to kick a field goal or anything like that. So that was kind of gutsy sort of play. I don't know if that was just trying to rub it in or what, but
you just can't trust the Saints defense. As you can see, we were marching on them.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I guess the big picture takeaway, the Giants were absolutely in this game 4.5, but what looked like a winnable game became basically sort of like a blowout in their own making, in the sense with the Saints. Jackson Dart had the potential, but unless he cleans up the pocket, unless he makes sure that the ball security around the team is locked down, this could be a long season. I think the Saints win was built on basically just the Giants just letting this one get away. The Saints really shouldn't have been in this game, but good news, the Giants, they have a short week, but with that, they're going against the Eagles, who also have a short week. So there's a possibility to turn around these turnovers and hopefully get a win this Thursday. So
hopefully, if not,
I got to make that drawing and give that to you with the frown.
Oh yeah, that will be my drawing every single week.
Yeah. Oh, I thought I gave it away since the Bears, now 500, but I got it back just in case.
We will not be covering the Giants. We'll be covering draft mock-ups.
Start getting ready for next year.
Yeah, we will be looking at wide receivers in college.
Man. Well, cool. Well, that was our pull-up show for the Saints versus the Giants. See you next time on the pull-up show.
Yeah. Pull up.
Pull up. Hey, this is the pull up show. We still got the key in the dough.